And a warm welcome to this morning's daily sit practice. And let's do the practice of safe place together and see what that brings. So let's begin by inviting this precious body to settle into a posture that's as comfortable as can be in this moment. And if a little shuffling or adjusting would be helpful, then letting that be the first act of kindness in this practice. Getting a sense of both how and where you are, what you're practicing with this morning. And we could orient ourselves to the practice ahead by opening to our intention, which may be around the practice of safe place and that cultivating of our compassionate capacity. So we may meet both the joys and the challenges in our lives yeah, with as many resources as possible. And we could practice openness, curiosity, patience with ourselves, perhaps anything else that's important for you this morning. And then let's touch in with why this is important, with your living motivation for a practice, for growing mindfulness and compassion in our lives, and how this may also benefit others. And then letting our reflections around intention and motivation just rest. And let's turn to the living breath in the body with a curiosity about where that's moving itself at this time. And if it's comfortable for your body, you may want to invite a slowing down of that rhythm, a deepening of the breath, and also perhaps an equalizing of the in and the out breath may offer an extra support for being present in this moment. And we could use either counting or maybe a phrase, something like breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. And of course, feel very free to choose another support if the breath isn't so comfortable for you today. It's finding your own way into this moment. And of course, we'll continue to notice thoughts coming and going, sensations, feelings, sounds. Can we allow all of that to happen by itself while we let our attention very gently rest with the soft movement of the breath, the equalizing, or another support of your choice? And maybe noticing what happens when we shift our attention a little bit more to the out breath and to how the out breath invites a releasing and softening in the body. How it may welcome us into landing here a bit more fully with each out breath. And this releasing of the breath may be mirrored by our mind in the way it can begin to release its involvement with thinking, so that those thoughts can just freely come and go. No need to hold on to anything and no need to push anything away. And in this way, gradually, we can begin to settle. And from here, we might expand our awareness so that it encompasses the whole body and allowing the breath to breathe itself and bringing fresh curiosity now to the sensations in the body as they're happening. Tingling or buzzing or unnameable senses of aliveness. Subtle movements in the stillness of the posture and different temperatures in different parts of the body. Let's keep the body company for a while, like we would a friend, curious and open, with warm interest. bringing our curiosity also to those parts of the body that are in contact with what's underneath you, and allowing our awareness to open down and out into the presence of the great earth body that we're resting on. And with the body resting in this way, inviting the mind also to just for now simply rest with what's here, with no agenda, no tasks to accomplish, not even needing to meditate or being mindful, just noticing what's happening while it's happening, no matter what it is. And then let's continue to rest with what's here. But let's imagine that we're in a place that feels really safe and welcoming to do so. And that might be right here, right now, where you are. Or we could imagine a place that feels welcoming and safe. It might be a place that you've visited in real life, or it might be a place of your imagination, or a combination of different elements of different places and imagination. A place where we can be really free to be ourselves. We could see what comes to mind, maybe trusting what's here and beginning to look around. What can you see? What colors and shapes? What's near and far? Getting a sense of the time of day and the quality of the light, and the season and the temperature. And as this is our imagination, we could really let it be the way we would most love it to be. And that also goes for the sounds. What sounds do you are there in your safe place? And we may become aware of some smells carried on the air, and a sense of the texture underfoot around us. And of course, our practice doesn't need to be like a movie or something constant and crystal clear. We may more have a felt sense of this place, our little glimpses of images. It might change a bit over the course of the practice, seeing if we can allow it quite freely to unfold in its own way. And noticing how it feels to imagine being here. We could imagine this place really welcoming us, like it's delighting in our presence, offering this unconditional support and welcome for us to be able to be with all that's here. We could attune to the felt sense of being in this place. Maybe there's a subtle softening in the body, in the muscles of the face, maybe a hint of a smile at the corners of the mouth and the eyes. And of course, making space for whatever is here. So, no right or wrong way of being or feeling, no expectations. Just a curiosity about how it is to imagine feeling welcomed in this way. As we imagine ourselves resting here in this safe place, we may notice the thoughts and the feelings coming and going in their own way, the sensations in the body. And if we get distracted into a particular bit of content, into the past or the future, we can just notice that and coming back to resting in this safe place with no agenda, with that unconditional welcome and support, allowing ourselves to be as we are. As we're coming towards the end of the practice, I'd like to offer you a short poem by Rosemary Vatola Trummer, and it's called RSVP. And why not be flagrantly happy, really? The moon is full and rakish, and spring keeps teasing the morning into taking off its sweater. By noon, everyone is blushing. In the garden, strawberries come up on their own, their fearless white flowers pre-wired for sweetness. Who cares? The weeds are already releasing their onslaught of filigreed seed. Inside us, an open invitation to fall in love. Inside us, the pluck to say yes. And maybe seeing what from this practice may want to travel into your day. Maybe there's a kind wish for yourself, or a kind intention for how you'd like to meet what's ahead. Opening to that wish that our practice will both support and sustain us, and that it will contribute to our resilience to meet life in a good way. And at the same time, that all the goodness also immediately gets shared with others, with our near and dear ones and people around us who we directly come into contact with, as well as all those others who, just like us, long to be well and happy and free from suffering. And particularly where there is suffering, may our practice bring alleviation, relief. And in this way, may its goodness spread in ever widening circles. So, transitioning towards taking our practice off the proverbial cushion and into the rest of our life. And may you have a wonderful day.